was kind of, they had this word prosper, and they had this great idea, and they didn't really have a TV commercial set out. It's just like they came to me, we've got this word, this capital, we've kind of sent a guy off to go and film a whole lot of people around the country doing stuff, we've got this kind of billboard work, and took me through basically all the work that they had done, kind of up to date, and it was like, we need a TV commercial. So then working with Tom and then later with Graham Warsop, I kind of took all the information that they gave me and then kind of filtered that through into what would work, and a lot of ideas were bandied around. Like in the Stills campaign, you see people holding all of these boards about what it means to them to prosper, but that idea doesn't really translate well into motion picture. You know, people then tend to read the commercial as opposed to experiencing it. Then there was a whole thing about, you know, taking those words and embedding them into the scenes, which is kind of like, I said, cool, let's keep that, but we'll take it as a kind of subtle undertone in it, so if people notice that it's there, it's just to kind of give the ad a little bit more depth. So basically, from taking all of that and a lot of backwards and forwardsing, and, you know, telling Graham what a wonderful writer he is and giving him the kind of onus to go and write an amazing script, which he did do, we kind of came to the idea of what the ad would be. So it was kind of like born out of a process. We shot 2 days in Cape Town, and then it was 3 days in Johannesburg. There was a lot of stuff to do, so the kind of idea was to find one place that would, you know, point the camera here, it looks like that, point it over there, it looks like another place, point it there, it's somewhere else. So we kind of used that kind of ideology in a lot of our different locations, or in two locations, in order to make it look like a lot of locations. In Cape Town we shot on a farm. Basically, if you drew a straight line from the one camera position that we started with in the morning to where we finished filming in the afternoon, it was just one straight line. You know, look there for the sunrise with the farmer, you know, put the camera here and do the couple jumping in the rain, the mother and the daughter, move the camera along a little bit, we had one of those big 40 by 40 scrims, that's kind of was our moving cloud, swing that over, do the rock couple there, and then just kind of walk up the road to the farmhouse to shoot the little girl and the old man. So it was employing that kind of technique. And the first day we shot in Muizenberg, shot out at sea as well. So it was just finding like diverse locations that would really set up the country. And then we shot in kind of my new favourite township location, for want of a word, is Coronationville. It's such an amazing, photographic, beautiful place. So we used Coronationville Hall as our kind of studio and base, and then kind of looked around that area for little houses and shops there. It kind of has a very South African kind of rural town feel, yet feels urban. It's such a fantastic place, great area. Yeah, the word prosper really kind of found its way into the shoot, and in the before and after as well. I don't know, when you've got a good idea and a good concept and good people behind an idea, everything just kind of seems to flow in the right direction, and that seemed to really happen on this ad. Everything just kind of worked out well, and especially when you had a kind of prosperous mentality, you know, then there was no friction. The moment we came across people without a prosperous mentality, then we encountered friction. It was just quite an amazing thing to see. But when we shot on the farm, the farm labourers that we used for the tractor scene, we wanted to pay them, and they were like, no, please donate the money to our community. So each of their different fees that they would have got for the day, they all pulled it together for their farming community. And when you asked them why they wanted to do that, they said so that we could prosper. So, you know, it's just kind of a chain of energy and thought that just kind of went through the ad. And then also in the way, the produce that we used on the tractor scene also got donated to a charity organisation, a soup kitchen, to help feed people. The community hall that we shot in Coronationville, the toilets weren't working, so we just used the budget. Instead of hiring toilets, we went in and fixed all the plumbing in the building so that the toilets there would work again. Donated, instead of paying a location fee, we then, ran the soup kitchen, or gave them money to run the soup kitchen for 6 months. And then they were actually about to run out of money as well, so that really helped them to help the community. So a lot of the money that on this job and then went into helping communities and that, so it was fantastic. We helped many people prosper.